As well as the knit stitch, the other important stitch to learn is the purl stitch. So I'm now going to show you how to do that. The important thing to begin with is where the yarn is, and with the knit stitch we always had the yarn lying at the back of our work. With the purl stitch you must always have the yarn at the front of your work. So the first thing to do is make sure that your yarn is lying at the front. Now with your right needle, we're going to take the right hand point of needle, and again we're going into the front leg of the stitch on our left needle, but this time we're going to go from the front and create the cross with the right hand needle on top of the left needle. Now with our yarn sitting at the front of our work, we're going to go through the middle of our cross, across the middle, again anti-clockwise, and then bring it forward to the front of our work again. And then guide our needle down, slide it down, and this time slide the stitch off. So we've done a slightly different function. We're still using the technique of creating the cross, but instead of with the knit stitch where we had the cross with the left hand needle on top, this time the right needle remains on top. So let's do that once more. So our yarn is lying at the front of our work. Take the right hand needle, insert it into the left stitch, then with our yarn from the front go through the middle of our cross and bring it forward to the front of our work again, and then guide your needle down, and as you come to the bottom catch that thread and take it off to the other side. So in the same way as you were doing with your knit stitch, you want to still knit all the stitches from your left needle to the right needle, but you're just doing it with your needles in a different position. So one more time. Create the cross through the middle, bring it forward to the front again, guide your needle down and off. So you continue that to the end of your row, and then as before, swap over the hands. So now your stitches are on your left side and your right needle is ready to start. Now, as we did at the beginning of the knit row, we made sure our yarn was at the back of our work. This time with the purl stitch, bring it forward. So make sure your yarn is at the front of your work before you start. And then into this stitch and continue with your yarn at the front as you purl your stitches across your row. And that is the purl stitch.